Let's consider the situation when we have multiple roots of a polynomial or multiple zeros being identical. So, when there are multiple zeros of the polynomial that are the same, and we talk about them having a multiplicity of however many there are. So if there are two zeros that are the same, they have a multiplicity of 2. If there are 3, they have a multiplicity of 3, and so on. Now, as well as that meaning that we therefore have something in the roots or the factors of being something like z minus a squared, as in this case, because it's multiplicity 2, or z minus a cubed if it's multiplicity 3, and so on. It also means a very other important thing, and that is that a root of multiplicity 2 is a root not just of the polynomial itself, but also its first derivative. If it is of multiplicity 3, then it's a root of 3 levels. So the function, and then the derivative, and then the derivative again. And this makes it much more straightforward and often possible to therefore find the factors or the other roots. So let's consider this. So let's call our polynomial p of z. Z's 4 minus 6z cubed plus 14z squared minus 30z plus 45 is our polynomial. Our derivative of that is 4z cubed minus 18z squared plus 28z minus 30. Now, the root that is a multiplicity of 2 is a root of both of these polynomials. So that narrows down the different options that we have, because we know if it's going to be a whole number, then it has to be a root of 45, a factor of 45. But given that it's also a solution to this, it's going to be a factor of 30 as well, or minus 30. So that narrows it down to the whole number possibilities can be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 15. So as we consider those, and we can put them into either of those functions, but probably nicest to look at this because it's a smaller function, it's only cubed. We would actually find out, after substituting some in, that p dash of 3 is equal to 0. And that tells me that z minus 3 is the double root. So p of z is z minus 3 squared, z to the 4 minus 6z cubed plus 14z squared minus 30z plus 45. And that is a fairly heavy down for a right-hand side. We can then divide this by z minus 3 squared once we've expanded it. Divide that into there and work out, change this to a quadratic, and end up with something that we can more easily solve